Welcome back to News Geelong. It started as Community Chest, then it was renamed United Way, and now we know it as Give Where You Live.
We're here at Geelong's office, Give Where You Live, on the corner of Myer and Fenwick Street. We're able to talk with CEO Bill Mithen about the upcoming event in October on the 6th, Saturday, and it is Geelong River Fest. Used to be the corporate head of the river, and there's plenty more in store for everybody to find out more.
Corporate Head of the River has been around for 15 years now. It's been an event for Give Where You Live. It's been a terrific event, one of our biggest, in fact probably our biggest. We've made a name change this year to Geelong River Fest because we think that the name reflects the different type of watercraft that we now have. So for the first time this year we're going to have surf boats racing down the Barwon River. Last year for the first time we had dragon boats, which was courtesy of a really fantastic sponsorship from the TAC. And of course we've always had the rowing. We've had 4s and 8s rowing down the river for 15 years, so it's a great event.
So it is targeted at corporate people?
It is. It's a great way for corporates to do some team building. You know, the participants have 4 to 6 weeks of training. They get up early in the morning and they train after work. It can be some tough yards there, but they train really hard and they work really hard and they really form a bond as a team, and it's really great for the organisations that put those teams in to build their teamwork.
So not only is it fundraising for Give Where You Live, but it's also helpful for those corporate organisations as well.
It is, yeah. From a corporate perspective, we think that it's a really great team building event. For us, it's obviously a great fundraising event. We, for the first year again this year, we're going to have on our website, we're going to ask the individual teams to fundraise. So we're hoping that the individual team members will ask their family and friends to get on and sponsor them in their endeavours, their rowing endeavours, whatever craft they might be in. And we're hoping that will also raise some significant funds for us.
Corporations are interested in becoming involved. How do they do that and where do they go?
Well, they need to go to our website, which is geelongriverfest.com.au. The day itself is on the 6th of October, the Saturday after the grand final down at the Barwon River. We've got our event launch on September the 5th, and an exciting part of the event launch as well as the day is that our ambassador for the day for the event is Drew Ginn, who of course has already won 3 gold medals, and we're all hoping that he wins a 4th.
Fantastic. And there's events happening at the time as well for all the family as well.
There really are. So this year we've got a market garden down on the banks of the river. We'll have some live music, local band called O'Finn. David O'Brien, who's a local musician, is going to be part of that band, and we're looking forward to that. We've also got things for the kids, jumping castles, face painting, that sort of thing, as well as food stalls. So it should be a really good day. We'd love to see as many Geelong people bring their families down there. The footy's over and done with. Hopefully the Cats have won another premiership and they can all come down and celebrate with us.
From Give Where You Live, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. A great part of Geelong's history. Give Where You Live. And now it's that time for you to grab your footy fixtures and note the footy tips.
Here are the AFL tips on behalf of Troy Sold for this round 17. He's taken his Geelong Cats to beat Essendon tonight, Collingwood to beat Hawthorn, West Coast to beat Adelaide, Brisbane to beat Gold Coast in the Q Clash, Carlton to beat the Western Bulldogs, Melbourne to be defeated by Port Adelaide up in Darwin, Sydney to beat St Kilda, North Melbourne to beat Richmond, and Fremantle to do the job on Greater Western Sydney. And my GFL tips for round 13 of this week's GFL. The match of the round is no doubt the St Joey's and Newtown and Chilwell clash. Although the Eagles will welcome a few back and St Joseph's have lost Daniel Lovick up for Vic Country for the Australian Championships, I'm going to tip St Joey's at home in a tight one. In other games, St Mary's over Colac, Bell Park too good for John West St Peters, Lara to continue its winning ways over North Shore, Leopold over St Albans, and South Barwon to Poleaxe Grovedale. And Nathan Curry's tips for BFL round 14. He's taken Torquay over Anglesea, Mottawari over Newcombe, Ocean Grove in the Battle of the Bridge against Barwon Heads, Queenscliff with ease over Port Arlington, and in a tight one, his Drysdale Hawks over John Amateur. Over to you, Grubby.
Yeah, thanks Mitch, and welcome to Grubby's tips for round 14 in the WRFL. We'll go for Altona to beat Spotswood in a cliffhanger, Hoppers Crossing to be too good for Deer Park, Port Colts to beat North Footscray, St Albans to beat Sunshine Heights, and Sunshine to be too good for Albion. In the GDFL, it's also round 14. We'll go for Werribee to beat Inverleigh, East Geelong to be too good for the Belmont Lions, North Geelong to defeat Corio, Bannockburn to be too good for West, Anarchy to annihilate Winchelsea, and in the match of the day, in a big cliffhanger, we'll go for Belpost Hill to beat Thompson Footy Club. Thanks very much. We'll see us all next week, and it's back to the man with the duck, Graham Rawlins.
Thank you, Grubby. And now for the Colac and District Footy League, round 15. We have the top 6 sides playing each other in what is clearly a season-defining round. We begin with Apollo Bay to take the points over Western Eagles. Iroara Biak will win comfortably over Otway Districts. Colac Imperials have the bye. And then the top 6. Top place Forest at home to take the points over second place Birregurra. 4th place Lara at Lawn, also at home, will win over 3rd place South Colac. And finally 5th place Simpson, also at home, to win over 6th place Elvie. What a round. Now Troy Selwood is on a well-earned break as the Geelong Cats, sitting in 4th position on the VFL ladder, has a bye this week, along with top side Casey Scorpions and bottom side the Frankston Dolphins. The matches being played will see Port Melbourne hold on to 2nd place with a win over the Northern Blues, Werribee Tigers to hold its position in the top 5 with a win over the competitive Williamstown Tigers, Bendigo to hold its 5th place in a tight game against Sandringham, and the Box Hill Hawks to maintain pressure on the top 5 with a win over Collingwood, and North Melbourne to defeat the Coburg Tigers. Enjoy your weekend of local footy, which is real footy. As we go to a break on News Geelong, we'll return with more sport and weather after this.